What's going on, guys? This is PG here.
And this is Jam Jam.
And this is going to be part 2 of Pacific Rim. Basically, I played it with CC. It was a shitload of fun, and I decided Jam Jam should join in on it.
And I did.
And just real quick, like me and CC at the end of that video, we threw out a quick like star rating almost. 1 out of 5. What would you give this game?
I want to say 3, but I'm leaning towards 2. Just like it's a fun game, but I want to rate it so low because of like everything that they've done, like all the like in-game purchases and stuff like that. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Because you already bought the game, you should already have, especially all that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. And again, just so everybody knows, I'm on the left side of the screen again, and that would put Jam Jam on the right.
As Crimson Typhoon.
Yes.
I really enjoyed playing as Crimson Typhoon.
Yeah, I'm super glad you like Crimson Typhoon because in the first video with me and Cece, we completely didn't use Crimson Typhoon, and I felt super bad about it because even though Crimson Typhoon has a huge speed advantage, it seems unjustified to not show the character. So I'm pretty glad you enjoyed Crimson Typhoon. I'm using Cherno Alpha, which I have like fucking no amount of skill with. It's one of the...
He's fucking... When I played him, he was fucking difficult to play with.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so slow. And even though his hits, you know, they take a decent amount of damage off your character.
But the trick is actually landing them.
Yeah, landing them. And I just want to point out, Crimson Typhoon has by far one of the coolest specials in the game. You know that
it's like a throwback to the Street Fighter Hadouken.
Yeah, almost. And pretty much all the other Jaeger have attack-based specials. Only Crimson Typhoon has that super cool fucking blasty blast.
Like Leatherbacks is pretty cool, but
Leatherback, that area of effect.
If you're about to use it, it's almost useless.
And now I would like it more if Leatherback's special did more damage and didn't stun you, instead of giving you that huge stun and doing not that much damage. So we're doing one round matches here, and the reason for that is so that we can cycle through all the characters and just kind of show you guys what's going on. Now me and Cece talked about this in the first one as well. How do you feel about the kaiju? Obviously the Jaeger are really fun to use.
The Jaeger are fun. You guys will see in the video. We don't use kaiju and Jaeger fights. So I don't know how they do, but the kaiju fights seem pretty fun. Like even though it's just 2 kaiju, it's just Knife Head and fucking and Leatherback. They're pretty fun. It reminds me of we were saying this a lot during the week because it reminds us of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters.
Yeah, which we should definitely do on the channel at some point. No hint drop there.
So, but the difference between that and this one is, in Godzilla, everything in the environment was destructible because you would be in the middle of Japan.
Like a city.
Yeah,
I definitely remember that.
Like here, the little things are cool. Like you knock them into the building and it.
Yeah, you have like
everything.
You know, like in the Alaska level. Now, by the way, just keep in mind, you have 3 starting Jaeger to include Gypsy Danger, Crimson Typhoon,
and Cherno
Alpha, and then you have 2 kaiju to include Knife Head and Leatherback. Now you have 5 characters, and you only have 2 stages. The 2 stages you're allowed to go to are Hong Kong and Alaska. So now when you see these same levels again and again, that's one of those things. I'm against my better judgment. I'm going to show you guys at the end of this video the prices of what is going on in that store, that downloadable content kind of deal.
And right there, that's where my view comes from.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in the first video, I told Couch I would overall, out of 5-star, I gave this game a 3.
Yeah.
And it's because if they had included all those characters and things, this easily could have been a 4.
Yeah, shit, it could even for like a movie tie-in game.
Yeah, a movie game. Yeah, oh my god,
beat-em-up game. It's great. Like even if the different, I understand the experience packs and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
the levels and the characters and stuff, those should have been like $1 at least.
I could
Or at
understand.
most.
I can understand DLC for extra in-game missions, experience points, and things like that, but not characters and not stages. Those should always be open to people who purchase a game.
But I will say this though, the fact that they'll see it later on is the characters and stuff actually have a legitimate download size. I think it was like what 80 megs,
Yeah, like they are all downloadable.
which
and,
shows that that information isn't already part of the game. Those guys
Yeah.
aren't already programmed into the game.
pretty much they pushed this out pretty quick, I think. But I will admit, even though they pushed this game out obviously fast and didn't include some of the things they should have, I want to point out amazing detail and interesting features to the Jaeger.
That's one thing I wanted to say while we were playing. Like visually, like it's not the best thing ever, but
It's still good. Like it's
like
still fun.
The little effects, like the fires in the background.
Yeah, the windows are on and shit.
Yeah, the fucking what are those choppers?
Yeah, they look like normal helicopters to me. What's really cool to me, like we're doing it a lot in our fights, I think just because me and you we have a similar fighting style. Invincibility frames. Now, to people who don't play games a lot, you might not understand what this means. There's frame rates within a game, and within those frame rates, when you do a certain attack, or you do a certain dodge, or anything like that,
Shit, or even if you just press a button at the right time.
yeah, it'll grant your character invincibility frames in which he can't be hurt by anyone else in the game while in the midst of that specific frame.
Because when we first started noticing it, it was with the dodges.
Yeah, it was with the dodges.
And then
You
we-
did a great job of it in this video. You dodged my special, and I just went right fucking through you. That was fucking awesome. That's something me and Cece definitely didn't do. It's just, it's one of those things that I guess once you realize it, you can try to start exploiting it.
And it's really easy to exploit if you know exactly which. But it is a small window. That in itself is a very tricky thing to maneuver around. It's literally one fucking frame.
Yeah, and just then, you guys noticed he unselected his character and reselected. CC in our previous video was giving himself a handicap. Those blue bars underneath the names of the characters, if you give yourself 1 bar, that is the base level, and that makes your character totally normal. 2 bars is a 2-level handicap, which pretty much doubles your character's stats overall, I believe. And then I have up to 3-level handicap unlocked, which grants you a lot of extra attack power and armor and damage and everything like that. So CC, the matches were really fun, but that's what that handicap thing is. For any of you that plan on playing this, you can fuck with your friends and do that at least once. So this is another kaiju fight. Pretty much shoe is on the other foot.
And I felt more at home with this one because my experience with playing this, which is none, because I came in and I played with CC.
Yeah,
CC
warm-up matches
yeah,
with CC.
CC and I did this exact same fight, well, in Hong Kong. So I felt more at home with Knifehead than I did with Leatherback.
Yeah, and I mean, for your play style, you're a more active player. You don't like to plot. Knifehead was definitely a better choice for you.
Yeah,
and it shows dramatically in the video. Mainly because Leatherback is super slow. And look at that invincibility frame right there where I was in mid-attack and got hit.
I remember that made you kind of mad. Just a bit salt.
I was super confused when it happened because I literally thought you had parried me for a minute. Like, because I was in like mid-attack and then all of a sudden I was just like stunned back on
my nose is like in your heart.
That big dumb boat face.
What's going on?
But no, I think it was a lot of fun to do these single matches, and then we pick our favorites and do a 3-rounder later on that you guys can see. It's pretty good.
I think that's this one.
No, this is we're still doing single matches.
Oh no, okay, no,
This is like the second time I've ever used Crimson Typhoon, so I'm kind of horrible with it. But I do love the red. Like, I like that the Jaegers kind of all had their own specific colors and stuff like that, even though it seems impractical in a more realistic standpoint to kind of be like, oh, they're giant robots, paint them. You know, that doesn't sound too practical when you're rushing to get these guys out on like the battlefield. But it really does make them more iconic to me that they have their colors.
Well, what the Jaegers are, those guys, the Jaegers themselves have been in service for a while.
Some of them, yeah.
So, but I mean, I do think that, you know, because Crimson Typhoon is the Chinese Jaeger, isn't he?
Japanese, Chinese, I can't remember.
What do you associate, or what color do you associate?
Land of the Rising Sun, the big red ball on their flag.
Red for communism in China.
Yeah.
So, you know, it makes sense for Crimson Typhoon to be red.
Now, Gypsy Danger was U.S., if I'm not mistaken.
And that's why he's predominantly blue.
That was weird to me.
And he's got those white lights on him.
Yeah, I do love his shoulder lights. Another thing that seems impractical as shit, but just kind of iconic and cool. Big dumb shoulder lights. I do like them, and I do like that they attached them in the game and that you get to see them and have fun with them.
And one thing I've noticed, not to cut you off because I didn't know you were going to say.
Oh, it's fine.
But if you notice, when I was playing with CC, I got so many of those stuns on him. Yeah, I got so many stuns. Like,
yeah, you were
a stupid degree.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, in opposed to invincibility frames, there are frames where if you get hit, your character will get stunned a lot easier. That being said, you were really doing a great job of doing that to him. Basically, in this game, the 3 different stun states that I see are in mid-run, like right as you start to run, at the end of your sprint when you're about to do an attack, and while you're charging up your distance attack. So for a Jaeger, right before you shoot off your cannon, you're really vulnerable. And for a Kaiju, it's right before you leap at an enemy. You can get stunned really easy.
You can think of the stuns as like ripostes,
yeah,
or counters.
Almost, but yeah, I would almost classify it as a counter.
Yeah, but here this fight, god damn it, you told me to pick my favorite one, so I picked Crimson Typhoon.
Yeah, and I'm super glad
you picked this goddamn soup can, Captain Punchy.
Oh yeah, this is
back to my goddamn shit.
This is my little build that I made. I showed CC. I literally made this, I would say, right before he knocked on my door. I found out that you could make characters, and I was like, oh Jesus, I need to include this in the video. I felt so stupid that I hadn't. It was like a giant option on the screen too. I just hadn't acknowledged it.
But like, I will say, like, the reason I like Crimson Typhoon is because of that I guess that super, is that what you guys were calling it, the super move?
Oh, the blue ball attack, or the strong attack.
Button.
Yeah,
strong attack.
A lot of, I would say, the strong attack for some of these characters completely impractical and opening to get hurt.
But Crimson Typhoon's is completely different.
Yeah, it's swift and it's a combo.
Yeah, it's the one combo in the fucking game.
Yeah, the one auto combo that you can do in the game, and it's really good. There it is right there. It's just one of those things where it's like, holy shit, can I please not get hit by that? And you go shooting off your special, and the special, don't get me wrong, it has amazing tracking, and it does good damage for a special. I just wish that the charge up for it was a little faster.
Yeah, so you don't telegraph it like a fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, because the combo attacks that the other Jaeger do, they kind of come out of left field and you don't see them coming, but that charge up super ball attack, it's so obvious. I guess the tracking kind of makes up for how obvious it is, but
even then, if you dash just right.
Yeah, I mean, I dodged it once when you used it, and then the other time I dodged a little too soon, and it ended up still hitting me. But I still felt reasonably comfortable only having dodged it once that I could dodge it again. And that's not cool. Like, it should be faster. It should feel more threatening. I guess it's one of those things that maybe you can level up. But here we go. I just want you guys to see. These all cost Microsoft points. These are all the downloads. you have to download the other fucking kaiju to Scunner, Otachi, Slantern, fucking Raiju, yeah.
Striker Eureka.
The Jaeger, Striker Eureka, and
Coyote
Tango. And there's extra missions. There's fucking stages of the game and shit that they don't let you have.
But this is one thing that on Xbox Live wise, this is one thing that interests me pretty much because not too long ago they made the switch to real currency. So it shows that that the game itself is programmed to show Microsoft points.
Yeah.
It doesn't just take it off of...
Yeah, and as you can see, I click on something that's like about mid-range price-wise here, and I show you guys the cost of it. Basically, 320 Microsoft points is going to run you...
About $4.
$4, and that is the price of half the game. But again, guys, thank you for watching. We will definitely hit this game up again.
We had a lot of fun with this one.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.